Hi Harry, Sanny from Sky Sports. It's been a frustrating, kind of depressing time to be an England white ball fan. What would your message be to the supporters ahead of tomorrow, given what happened in the Champions Trophy and given where the team are at the moment?
Yeah, obviously, new era now, new leadership. Hopefully we can bring a lot of energy, competitiveness, and a lot of fun as well out there. Try and engage the crowd as much as we can whilst we're out there, and try and get some wins under our belt.
I hate to start negatively, but given where the team's been at, 3 one-day international wins in the last 14, I think it is. How important is winning for this? You talked about fun as well, but how important is to get back to winning again?
Yeah, nobody likes losing, so yeah, we always want to win. I know that lads have sometimes said that we don't care about winning, but it's not true. Everybody hates losing, and yeah, we're going to try and be as competitive as we can. Obviously, what's happened now has happened, and we're only looking forward.
And against Zimbabwe, we saw half century from you, a couple of catches, one incredible one as well. How are you going to be balancing the expectations as a Test cricketer, batsman, versus having the captaincy here in the white ball?
Yeah, obviously the schedule's pretty packed. There's a lot of cricket to be played. I've said in an interview before that franchise cricket's probably going to take a back seat for me for a little while now. I'm just going to completely focus on playing cricket for England and being the best that I can be for England in all 3 formats.
Are you able to name us the 11?
Yeah, so we got Jamie Smith and Ben Duckett opening the batting, Root 3, myself 4, Buttler 5, Bethel 6. Jack 7, Overton 8, Cars 9, Rashid 10, Mahmood 11.
This will get easier. Any difficult decisions in amongst there?
Obviously, there's so many good players in this squad. I said to the lads the other day, we've got such a talented group of players, some extremely hard-working players, some of the best players in the world, and it's such an exciting time for us. Obviously, there's going to be opportunities around all these series coming up. We've got lots of games to play, and there wasn't too many difficult decisions. But like I said, there will be opportunities.
And for you, will being captain change your style of play? Building a score versus some of the great shots you can hit.
I'm going to try and be the positive, attacking self I usually am, and that's part of the ethos myself and Baz are bringing in as well. We want to try and put their bowlers under pressure from their best balls, and I feel like when I'm batting my best, I do that quite often.
You'll be captaining Jos Buttler as well, the previous captain. What's that experience been like so far?
He actually isn't in today. I haven't seen him too much. Obviously, he's only just come back from the IPL, so obviously to have his expertise out there, I know his recent form as captain wasn't great, but he's still won a World Cup, and to be able to say he's won a World Cup as a captain is mega. So it's going to be amazing to have him still around, and his batting's back to being the best in the world in my opinion, and he's been banging it in the IPL.
And you'll all be under the spotlight tomorrow, but Jacob Bethel's one as well. Thinking of the Test team as well, he missed out on the Zimbabwe match. How big is it for him? How can you kind of manage all those extra kind of things that are going on as captain?
What do you mean?
Well, so how big is it for him to have a good performance here? It's like you're not just thinking about the performance tomorrow. You've got like a bigger picture as well. A lot of his players will be thinking of that wider issue as well. Well,
me as a player, I just try and stay in the moment as much as I can, and try and keep that within the squad as well. Obviously, Bet's going to have a role to play tomorrow, and hopefully he can just concentrate on that at this time being. Yeah.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go Lawrence, Chris, and then David. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Hi, Harry. I just wondered if all the captains you've played under at any level, who's most influenced you in terms of how you think you'll go?
I think Stokesy, obviously, he's got an immense amount of respect in world cricket, and he does what he wants out there, what he feels like's the right thing to do out in that moment. So I think I'll probably take them learnings I've learnt from him out there, and try and make the best decision in that moment of the game.
Chris?
Just wonder who's going to be keeping wicket tomorrow?
Jos will be keeping wicket. He's back with the gloves.
Okay. Can you just talk us through that kind of process of picking Jamie as an opener and Jos getting the gloves back?
Me and Baz just have this desire that Smudge could be an unbelievable white ball opener. So yeah, like I said, there's probably going to be opportunities. I'm not saying he's cemented his spot, but he's going to get a good crack at it. And he's such an immense player. He can play the moving ball as we've seen in Test cricket, and there's no reason for why he can't go out there and bang it as an opener.
And just how good is it to see Jos Buttler back in the England shirt? He obviously missed the Champions Trophy through injury in Zimbabwe. But how good it is to see him back playing cricket for you guys, because he's a big talent. Yeah,
he's a phenomenal athlete as well. So to have him in the field with bat and ball he's such a key player for England, I think, and he's going to have that role for quite a while, I reckon.
Okay, we've got Dave, Vish, and then Nick and George.
Hi Harry. Jos's ODI form has sort of kept coming down since I think the 2023 World Cup. You mentioned obviously he's had a fantastic IPL. Is there anything you or Baz need to say to him before these ODIs to sort of sharpen him, or was there any consideration to move him higher up the order in order to sort of shape the innings rather than at the back end of it?
No, I think Jos is the best white ball batter in the world. I think what he's done in his career is pretty good. I don't think there needs to be many questions. When he's at his best, he's in my opinion the best player in the world.
Obviously, you guys 8th in the world rankings going into this. Has there been? You've more or less got a full strength squad, not including the Indians, obviously. But how much did that shape? Every place in the world ranking, how much did that shape the naming of the squad? How conscious are you of your place in the world rankings and the fact that World Cup qualification isn't certain? Really?
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why Jos struggled. Obviously, with the schedule, he didn't have his best players the whole time, and I think we're going to try and change that a little bit. We're going to try and have our best players as much as possible. But yeah, obviously, there's so much cricket to be played, and we've got to try and help players with their scheduling as well.
Vish?
Excuse me, sorry. With Jamie Smith, a lot of things he talks about as to why he'd be a good white ball opener, you can apply the same things to yourself. Did you think about that at all, to give yourself as much time as possible in an ODI? Or?
No, I haven't thought about that at all. I've always batted in the middle, and I went all right last year at number 4 against the Aussies, so hopefully I can do that again this summer.
With Smith, how did that discussion with Baz start?
He actually said it in Pakistan, I think, to me, or a few lads. He just had this burning desire that Smudge could be an amazing opening batter in one-day cricket. So we're giving it a crack and see how he goes. Hopefully he does well.
Nick and then George, and then we'll finish with Ali.
After the last 50 over World Cup and Champions Trophy, how important is it for you as a team to sort of make a statement in this series that this is a great story?
Yeah, obviously every series matters. We want to try and stay in the moment as much as possible, take one game at a time, and do our best to try and get a victory.